every scenario possible.
Monte Carlo program.
Of course, there doesn't seem to be any abnormalities. I think we're on to something. Dr. Farhad.
Nora. So how did our calculations fare?
As predicted, Dr. Jones, Dr. Farhad, a resident mathematician, and Marge, our biochemist.
Pleasure.
Likewise.
Just to bring you up to speed, Dr. Jones, are you aware of the recent discoveries within quantum mechanics regarding molecular resonance?
Yes, of course. I was on the peer review board for Dr. Zhang's paper.
All right, to summarize, Dr. Zhang's team predicted that any given moment in time, the molecular body somehow
Has a certain resonance frequency, yes?
Actually, an infinite number of frequencies that, upon observation, collapse into a resonance singularity.
Thank you, Dr. Farhad. Furthermore, the nature of that singularity resonance depends on the molecular structure.
But what happens if we take the observer out of the equation and then solve for molecular structure?
Who's that?
That's Xavier Himmel. He's one of my grad students. He's here to audit and assist.
So wait, let me get this straight. You've developed a molecular structure.
Yes, in fact, the molecular structure has already been synthesized. As Nora has illustrated, we've managed to synthesize 1,2,3,5-tetrachloronaphthalein.
A molecule with the perfect resonance. A molecule with a resonance which prevents the collapse into singularity. In other words, not visible to any physical observer.
My God, man. A biological cloak. A veritable potion of invisibility.
Cool.
Xavier here has volunteered to be the very first human test subject.
I'm a bit of a daredevil.
We've managed to develop an aqueous solution that can be ingested.
I know I should show some humility, but when do we get started?
Ooh, it looks so orange. I thought it wasn't supposed to be visible.
We had to add a dye for that very reason. Besides, it renders the subject invisible. So are you ready to do this?
I don't know.
You'll be a superhero in the field of science. Mr. Invisible. No. Captain Invisible.
That does sound cool. Okay, here goes.
Oh, hi, Xavier.
We need to talk about this.
What's on your mind?
Have you guys figured out a cure yet?
You need to be patient.
You can't rush science.
We are working as hard as we can.
Now, please, I need to focus.
It's just that I'm not used to not being seen.
In good time, Xavier, we'll find a solution.
In the meantime, I really need to finish marking these papers, so
If you don't mind.
Fine.
If we've taken into account all these variables,
then the resonance should be permanent.
There's no cure.
We'd have to extract every molecule from his system.
I'm worried about the subject. He could become violent.
We never should have toyed with nature. I regret my involvement in this travesty.
I also regret my involvement. You called me a fool. I'm fed up with being ignored and dismissed as though I don't exist. Do you have any idea what it's like to question your own existence? I can't even see my own shadow. To doubt if your voice is even being heard? Well, now I'm going to show you what it feels like not to exist. it's your turn, Nora.
There is no 911!
We can talk about this. Just
It's
leave it.
too late
Just leave
for
it. Just
you.
leave it.
Oh no, 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 please, no, 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 no!
You of all people! You!